Hello, my name is Promise, and today I'm going to reflect on a lesson plan that I created for my grade 9 students for geography, and it is ICT integrated. The topic of the lesson plan is urbanization. At the end of the lesson, my students need to be able to define urbanization, identify its causes, its positive and negative impacts, and additionally create a poster suggesting on how to improve on it. Okay. The first phase is the introduction phase. At the introduction phase, I am going to use a YouTube video that shows the movement of people from rural areas to urban areas. This YouTube video will be shown on a projector. So the IT tools that will be used in this introduction phase are going to be a YouTube video and a projector. Yes, this video will enhance their learning visually. We know that in most cases, learners understand quicker with visuals rather than being told information. The next phase is development phase. In this development phase, I will request the learners to work in groups and design a PowerPoint or a Canva presentation of that. Okay, a PowerPoint or Canva presentation that shows the differences between the causes and of urbanization between rural and urban areas. They will create a presentation where they explain and showcases the causes of urbanization, the positive and the negative impacts as well. Okay, the tools that will be used in this section are going to be Microsoft PowerPoint or Canva. The last phase is the consolidation phase. To conclude my lesson, I am going to create an activity for the student on how can we solve the urbanization problems or how can we reduce the urbanization problems. In this phase as well, I am going to require my students or learners to create another presentation showcasing what we could use or what we could do to prevent urbanization. Teacher and learner roles. Okay, in this phase, my job is to facilitate and be available for my learners, be ready to answer whatever questions they may have for me, and be ready to help them throughout the process. In some cases, I understand that not every student or learner is tech savvy. I will be there to offer my help in terms of the presentation creation on how they can use the tools, the PowerPoint tools and the Canva tools, on how to use certain edits or whatever help they may need with. And the student or the learner's role in this case would be to be super active and be willing to learn and ask questions where they do not understand. Okay. The next phase is, just give me a second. Reflection on the effectiveness of the lesson. Since I did not do this lesson practically, I assume that this lesson will be practical, going back to showing them a visual at the beginning of the lesson to make them tune in into what we are going to discuss, also allowing them the privilege to search online, to Google for answers and read for understanding and ask questions while I'm still with them, or ask questions they do not understand. This lesson is going to be effective. Okay, the last step The last step is inclusive teaching. Inclusive teaching. I will try to foster an inclusive environment. I will be looking out for all students. For example, as a teacher, by that time I would be knowing my learners. I would know which one is a visual learner and which one is not, and which one needs a thorough explanation of stuff before they can actually understand. I will be accommodative of all students. Since I will be knowing them, and I will explain to those that I need to explain. If I need to explain a certain concept 3 times for certain students, I will do that. And to include everyone in this case, while doing their groups for these lessons, I am going to make sure that I pair them according to how I know they'll be able to help each other. For example, students who take long to understand concepts, I won't pair them together. I will pair them with students who are able to grab information as soon as possible. This will allow them and also give them the freedom to explain or ask questions amongst themselves as they are peers. Unlike them asking a lot of questions directly to a teacher, some may find that uncomfortable, but find it easier to ask questions to their teammate. At the end of the day, they are working for the same team and not against each other. So it is their group work, and I know they'll be able to help each other understand. And this will be all. Thank you for watching my video. Bye-bye.